What do you want?
You're listening to the DBM production empire. Backed with content, millions of downloads, taking the world by force. Join the empire today at dbmpe.com.
Groovy.
Stupids, the final frontier. These are the podcasts of the STS Enterprise. In our 40-minute mission to seek out stupid, we encounter the struggle for Klingon to be recognized as a legal language, someone trying to Snapchat at warp speed, and we encounter a hostile beaver. All this and more on Stupids Talking Stupid. What's going on? This is Stupids Talking Stupid on the DVM production empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear, and we read the stupid so you don't have to.
Oh, I was going to do that. That's cool. Yeah, we got a fun-filled, stupid, it's been stupid tonight.
Yeah, it's been stupid just trying to get this thing recorded.
Close Encounters of the Stupid is going to be as close as the encounter can be, so just so you guys know. But let's start off. What do we got starting off?
Well, first off, we have a group is asking a U.S. judge to recognize Klingon as a real language.
Have these guys ever seen a naked woman in real life?
I don't know.
Mom doesn't count?
Then no.
Oh.
Probably not.
What's their problem? They want to. What do they want to talk like this at the bank? What is?
All right. So what their whole thing is? In late 2015, Paramount, who owns the rights to Star Trek, sued this production company for copyright infringement because this group, the production company, raised $1 million to make what they say is a true Star Trek film. It's like, like this is the real one. It has to have the look and feel of a true Star Trek movie.
What does that feel like? What does that look like?
I don't know, because I guess when you look back to the show, I guess it was more focused on like science and diplomacy or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But because the new movies that have come out are more they have more action and intensity than the series and the old movies did.
Well, let's get this before we go into the whole nerds in the court and everything like that. Let's get this out of the way, because this has been bothering me forever. If I'm not mistaken, Wrath of Khan, which is one of the best Star Trek movies in the history of ever, that's what they say.
Yeah.
They're never in the same room together.
Who's they?
Khan and Kirk. Isn't that all done through, teleconference? Isn't he on the ship and then the other guy's on the ship?
Yeah, I believe they don't actually interact, face to face the entire time.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of, you know what? I'm sorry. I like the new movies. I think they're great. But the other thing that I could say about this is they could not walk 5 steps anymore without stepping on the mythology.
Right.
They say, oh, we can't do that. They did that in Voyager. We can't do that. They did this in, they already did it once on Next Generation, where they rescued, I guess Scotty was, frozen in time or something like that. And he goes, oh, you sent, Captain Kirk said, I knew he'd come for me. And they're like, no, Captain Kirk's gone or whatever and everything like that. But if you watch the movie Generations, when he died, he was right there. So I'm like, so they already step on their own plot lines.
Right.
So, yeah, a reboot is necessary. Sorry, nerds.
And not to mention, I think they did the reboot in a pretty good way. So if you've seen the newest Star Trek movie, or the first of the reboot, they essentially do a thing where they alter the timeline.
Right.
And it works, I think, as much as the whole altered timelines or time travel, that kind of stuff goes. I feel like they did a pretty good job of it.
Yeah. I like those movies.
But because it was made by J.J. Abrams, and it's all action and lens flares, it's not, quote, true to the original, so they don't like it. So they did probably a Kickstarter or something, and they raised $1 million to make this fan-made movie. And now Paramount has sued them towards the end of last year for copyright infringement. Part of the things that they claim that they own the rights to is the Klingon language. And it was the group that is pushing for this. So there's the production company trying to make a movie, and then there's this group that is the one that's focusing on making this a legal language. So their idea is, if it's just a TV show's language, then it's the property. But this language has become so much more, and it's a real language, and you can't copyright the English language. So that it'd be free to use.
People are going to be speaking like Dothraki at work. You know, it's like
I don't know, man.
Nerd. Could you? I mean, I just would love to see their counsel. Like, it's not like some, you know, like some heavy duty lawyer. This is some nerd. It's like, Your Honor, in the words of Captain Kirk, I believe.
I feel like they would refer to him as his full name.
Captain James. What is it?
Oh, you don't know it?
No, I don't know
it's
it.
Fun.
Wait, is it Tiberius?
There it is.
James Tiberius Kirk. He says, and I quote, I don't know what the quote is, but he would be in favor of this. In fact, William Shatner is not doing anything important, and he is here today. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain James Tiberius Kirk. And he walks up and he's like, you want me to sign these photos?
Yeah, I was told this is an appearance.
I thought this was supposed to be Your Honor, I'm not with these guys.
Yeah, no, I'm not with them. They paid me to be here.
They paid me to be here. They paid the what do you think it is?
For him?
For him to show up. $30,000?
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Easy. That's low end too. Like, to do a special event like that.
And then he looks at him and goes, "Oh, and by the way, I was an admiral, bitch," and walks away.
So the group, well, I mean, the group got set off because...
Does the group have a name?
Yes.
What is it?
The Language Creation Society.
Oh, that's not even that clever.
No. You feel like they could create something a little better, something snappier. Something with a great acronym or something.
Yeah.
But they filed a 26-page brief in the federal court challenging Paramount's assertion that they own the language, because they say the society recognizes that prior to 1984, actors that played Klingons either improvised the language by uttering guttural sounds or spoken Federation standard English. So because they created a language, and for the most part, which is kind of, whenever you felt like saying, and like, yeah, no, he totally said something.
There's like a talk in there every now and again. Talk. Like, choke on a golf ball for a little while, and then you'll get like standard Klingon.
But I mean, the society even recognizes that Paramount commissioned a linguistics professor. I kept on saying linguini.
Linguini.
This linguini professor.
They got linguini.
If linguini, I can't even say that now. If this words, dude. But so they commissioned this professor named Mark Okrand.
That word's hard to say, just like judicial system. It's hard to say judicial without sounding drunk.
You're
Ladies
judicial.
Gentlemen of the judicial system.
So he created some of the language back in '84, but they say since then Klingon has taken on a life of its own, with thousands of people studying it, building on it, and using it to communicate among themselves.
I can see them going back and forth, and then the judge is like, "I'm going to have order in this court. Bailiff, wedgie that attorney."
Your Honor, objection. If you keep pushing, you're going to get a noogie, too.
And who wants a swirly? Anybody? I find you in contempt of court. Hold on a second. Right in the ear. And in conclusion, stop hitting yourself.
Yeah, they... I called the defendants, or no, he wouldn't be the defendant in this case if they're getting sued for copyright, but they're challenging it. So,
in one, they'd be the plaintiff. In the suing of they'd be the defendant.
Well, we'll just refer to them as the defendant here. We call the defendant's brother to the stand.
Chip.
Chip.
What are you doing, nerd? You know we're sitting supposed to be at home watching baseball.
No, Chip, shut up. You know, you saw I wrote books with this language.
Your Honor, if I may.
No, your objection, he's preaching.
Your Honor.
He's talking when he shouldn't.
This guy's completely, totally queer.
Shut up, Chip. No, I'm not.
And did I tell him, you guys want to hear, like, that he, like, when he plays by himself at home?
No, Mom. Mom, he's doing it in court.
He's Deanna Troy.
Mom. I don't know who that is that you just mentioned.
Not a guy.
Okay.
You don't know Deanna Troy?
No.
She was a counselor. She was hot.
That helps.
She didn't wear like traditional Federation stuff. She wore like this like cool like purple like leotard thing. Not that Beverly Crusher wasn't hot. She was hot too in her own way.
Yeah.
But her character gave birth to Will Wheaton.
Oh,
Will
yeah.
Wheaton.
I know Will Wheaton.
Yes.
Yeah, this legal. It's getting to the point where every week I'm finding stories where people are doing these real things in court.
But you're learning so much.
It's unfortunate that I'm learning more about the system because of idiots.
Yeah, dude.
And stupid people than I am of anything I ever learned.
You're getting a BA in stupid.
I'm getting a BA in Baracus.
God.
Yeah, that's right.
See, just like I said, stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, this is it's part of the problem with the judicial system is that they allow for such ridiculous lawsuits nowadays. So we get to hear all this stuff, and again, this is the point of the podcast of these are the stupid stories that we are here to report for you.
So you don't.
And so while I may have spent
there's a guy in my cast. There's a guy in my current cast, and I was talking about some of these things. He was like, "I read that. Forgot I read that." I was like, "Don't read it anymore. Just listen to our podcast."
Oh man,
we'll save you so much time.
Yeah, they in a legal briefing that they submitted to the court, it's peppered with Klingon proverbs, words, typeface, and attitude.
Oh my god!
So a legal document that they are putting into the system that they are trying to fight for their right to use it as a legal language.
Sure,
they're putting it in there.
You gotta fight. Did it for your right
to Klingon.
Jim talk. Oh Lord!
But yeah, this is. I feel like there's fandom.
It's a waste of the court's time.
It's a waste of everyone's time. Every single person's time. It's a waste of Paramount's time. It's a waste of the court's time. It's a waste of this production company's time. It's a waste of this language creation society's time.
And a waste of our time.
It's not a waste of our time because this is exactly what we're supposed to do. We're the only people that are benefiting from this because it gives us something to talk about.
And because in the end, Paramount's going to win.
Yeah, they just have too much money. And this group, the production company, raised $1 million to make the film. They probably used all of it up in legal fees.
Their inside counsel must be laughing their ass off on a regular basis.
Oh my god! Like he says to their face, like, "Yeah, I think we have a shot about this." And he goes home, like, "Can you believe it?" Like he meets up with the other partners at the end of the year to see who had the stupidest case. He's like, "Guys,
but you guys have no idea how many hours I built these nerds for."
The runtime for my daily basis of dealing with them is longer than the movie they were going to make. If they made 80 movies, they would spend less money than what I billed them for.
Dear Lord. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so I mean, like, there are, like, with Game of Thrones, as you brought up, there's the Dothraki. You know, there's different languages in all this media. So we got, probably the most popular ones are obviously Klingon. Dothraki, I think, is new enough that it hasn't caught on like wildfire, but I'm sure there are people that talk.
Oh, sure.
There's the elf language from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Elvish.
Elvish.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, after they heard the legal case for the Elvish,
care of arrows.
They got rid of it, and they're like, Elvish has left the building. Just wanted to set that that terrible pun up for you.
Taking care of arrows. Uh-huh.
But I mean, it goes from a thing of not only, regardless, if let's say they make Klingon a legal language,
right?
At the end of the day, you are still ripping off Star Trek.
Yeah,
you are still using their name, maybe not necessarily the characters, but the same kind of like.
And the fact that they're spending so much time on that, because they're not gonna be able to use insignias. They're not gonna be able to use names of the ships. Like, they are quite literally just like running in the mud.
They want to make it so, like, they want to make it like a in their eyes, the most accurate depiction they possibly can.
Well, you're not going to be able to.
You can't do that.
Material.
And
stupid.
It's. I don't understand why they're making this huge uphill battle.
Because they're nerds.
I know, but there are other things you can do.
You do not understand what it means to us.
Like, if they wanted to make one that was inspired by, like an offshoot kind of thing where, it's not related to the main story, and it's just kind of like this one thing happened in the main story.
Star Trekking.
Yeah. Spacewalking.
Celestial walk.
Out of space, shuffle.
Transport them elsewhere, Scotty. No, can't use Scotty. Damn it. Scott.
Bobby. Beam me up, Bobby.
Paramount.
Okay.
So where's the next story take place?
The next story takes place in Georgia.
Mr. Sulu. Warp speed. This is Georgia. Oh my.
Oh my. So we go from ridiculous people taking up the court's time
to stupid dangerous.
To the stupid dangerous people that are actually hurting other people in the real world.
Have you actually used this? Have you seen? Did you?
Okay, so what we're talking about now is we're talking about Snapchat.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a filter in here. I heard about this before, but I never used it because I know I'm not supposed to use my phone while driving.
And my phone actually has I have a thing called drive mode.
So you can't do certain things when you're driving?
Well, no, you can't do certain things when you're driving, but drive mode has a speedometer on it.
Okay.
And it knows the road that you're on, so if you're going faster than the speed limit, it will it'll flash red at you.
Oh, okay,
which is cool.
Yeah. So this story starts off with it's another lawsuit, but there's a car crash victim in Georgia that's suing Snapchat because he's claiming that the app motivated the careless driver who hit his car last year, and he ended up having permanent brain damage.
Wow.
So there's the person who's driving the other car. They had 3 other people in the car, so it's 4 people in the car. The person who's driving had their Snapchat open. And apparently there's a filter of some kind on Snapchat that it's called speed mode, or let me see, what's the actual name of it? I don't know, it's just called the speed filter.
Yeah.
But apparently if you get it up to 100 miles an hour, it gives you a trophy. So
wow.
Yeah. So
well, then Snapchat deserves to be sued.
It's pretty fucking reckless. I mean, Snapchat has something on there that's don't use this while driving.
Well, then you're not going to be able to get it up to 100.
I'm regardless, if you're not supposed to use it while driving, if you're in the passenger seat, you are encouraging someone to drive 100 miles per hour to get a stupid fucking emoji trophy in your goddamn app.
Right.
So this person's trying to get the fucking 100 mile per hour. So she wanted to send the Snapchat. It's a teenage girl, I believe.
No.
Okay. So before we go on with it, she actually sent a Snapchat of her on the gurney with a neck brace on, strapped in, bloody, and I'll post a picture of it later after this episode goes live so you guys can see it. But look at it, she just captions it, lucky to be alive.
Wow.
So after she almost kills someone, she's like, oh, I got to get this on Snapchat. Takes a picture of herself, blood on her face, just lucky to be alive.
So dumb.
I cannot.
And it's just absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, the vanity of it all. We take more photos. I forget what it is. I forget what the stat is. We take more photos in a day of ourselves than we did from the day that the camera was invented,
right,
until 1990 something.
I believe it.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Because, I mean, before when you used to have like a wide camera, you have a camera with film, you'd have 24 chances to take care of it, or you'd have to have another camera
and then
or another roll of film. But as soon as it became digital, it's like, oh, I can take 1,000 pictures and just delete them as I go?
Yeah, well, you could look and go, I didn't like that, I didn't like that. But after a while, that camera would at least get full.
Well,
now,
yeah. Well, I mean...
Now with the cloud, it constantly updates, and then you get more and more room.
I remember when
we don't need this many photos of ourselves, people.
I had an Olympus camera. I think it was probably like... I don't know. It wasn't that good of a quality. It was at least half... It was probably half as good as my phone camera is now. It took 2 AA batteries. And every time I take the picture, like it had the viewfinder, but also had a small LCD screen on. It was like 1.5 inches by 1 inch. It was very small. You could kind of see the picture, but it was just kind of made so you could see it and move on. But that was like right when digital cameras were like affordable for everyone, so everyone was always looking at the picture and they would police it. Like, oh, let me see that before we, it's like I took a picture. Let me see it real quick. Take a picture. Let me see it real quick.
Right.
So I would, on a night of a party. Like, if I'm going out and I know I'm going to see, like, 60 of my friends at a party, I'd have, like, if I was wearing, like, cargo shorts, one of the pockets, I would have at least 8 more AA batteries.
Right.
Because they would constantly drain.
Right.
Because people, without fail, you cannot take a picture without someone going, oh, let me see it.
Let me see it.
Let me see it.
Yeah,
let me see it. And I hate that when, I'm at work and someone's like, can you take a picture of us? And they're like, oh, let me see it. I'm like, no, I took the picture...
I say, what am I, Ansel Adams? Let's go. You're done. Move along.
I don't get it. But so this girl, Crystal McGee.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh, God, her name's Crystal McGee.
Yeah, so, I mean, the gentleman was, his name is Wentworth. Him and his wife were merging onto the highway, and then they got struck by Crystal. And she had 3 passengers going on the road at 100 miles per hour while taking selfies. I cannot believe it. So they say the filter facilitated her excessive speeding. And now, I will say, Snapchat is negligent, I'd say, at best.
Well, by making it
reckless.
Right.
I'd say that they are reckless for including something that you can only get by being extremely dangerous and reckless.
Right.
But it's... She was going 107 miles an hour. That's crazy. So, while Snapchat, you could say that, well, she chose the speed, she chose to do this.
Right.
At the same time, she's a teenager with a very popular app that's like rewards a certain kind of behavior.
Well, it rewards, criminal behavior.
So when all of her friends are getting this trophy, she feels the social pressure to get it. I'm not justifying her actions at all. She's 100% responsible.
She's not suing Snapchat.
No, he is. He's suing Snapchat because it facilitated her decision to drive recklessly.
Honestly,
I feel like he has a point, but at the same time, she's still 100% responsible for her own actions.
I almost want to check on my Snapchat to see if the speed thing is still there, but I actually don't even know how to put a filter like that on it.
I mean, when you go to it, you think you gotta swipe. I don't use all the weird shit on Snapchat. I pretty much use it to take pictures of weird things to try to scare my friends.
Right.
Or I'll take a roll of Scotch tape and tape my face up completely to look like a hideous monster.
All I have on mine is I have the emojis thing.
Yeah.
I have a text thing, and I have a crayon.
Well, I'm sure you have more. With the picture, just swipe sideways on it. Okay. Because I know they do filters that way.
Right. Oh, show filters based on your location.
Yeah, they have to, you have to allow some permissions on some things, but they have all these additional filters. Aside from the fun ones like the face swap and the animated animals you can put on your face and everything, they have the speed filter, which I've never used. I don't use the filters on. Like I said, I don't use these things.
Oh, there it is. 0 miles per hour. I'm going.
Yeah, so you can still get it. And is there a warning on there that says don't use this while driving? Yeah. So I mean, the speed thing is still accessible, so you can still possibly go for that 100 mile per hour trophy But I mean, this is
dumb.
the fact that she kept on taking pictures after the accident too that's the kind of thing that seals the stupidity in the coffin of I can't believe you're doing that, because his attorneys have the pictures of her in the ambulance gurney with blood running down her face, with the "lucky to be alive" caption. Right. So I mean, her lawyers have this picture of her. It's still still showing that she is obsessed with this fucking app. I wish they could put a limit on it so you could only use it 10 times a day.
Right.
Because people have become obsessed with it.
And that's the thing. I have friends I stopped subscribing to it. I turned all the notifications off, and every now and again I'll go look at it.
Right.
Because the whole thing about Snapchat was let's do 3-second things. Let's do 10-second whatever. Then it was we could string a bunch together. Mm-hmm. And so now I'm looking at 90 seconds. Now I'm looking at a minute. And now I'm looking at video, and there's nothing snappy about it.
Yeah, I mean, now they made it so you can shoot 100 videos one day, put it in a timeline, and someone can watch the entire timeline of yours.
Yeah.
I mean, before it started off as the joke of, what's Snapchat? Oh, it's what teenagers use to send naked pictures to each other.
Right.
But now it's become a whole thing, and the company's been around for 5 years, and it's valued. It's not worth, but it is valued. How much money do you think Snapchat is valued at? Now, when I say valued, I do mean it's one of those things where they measure potential.
It's a billionaire. It's $1 billion. Is it a $1 billion app?
You think it's $1 billion?
I'd say probably a little bit more than $1 billion.
Would you say $16 billion?
Oh my God, no.
So Snapchat is valued at $16 billion. That means it has the potential of earning and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, the lawyers are seeing they have quoted as saying, "We'll see to it that Crystal McGee is held responsible, but we also want to see Snapchat held responsible." It's a product liability. Because the fact that, I hate to say, you see everything nowadays that have warning labels on it, like a can of paint, warning, don't consume this or you'll die.
Right.
Why does there have to be a warning label on it? Well, because someone somewhere did something fucking stupid, and now we all have to have labels and child safety locks on everything.
Right.
I can't go and buy NyQuil at 3 a.m. when I'm sick as a dog without having them put me in a system and double check my ID like a criminal.
Right.
Because someone somewhere decided I'm just gonna drink a ton of NyQuil and get super sick off it and die. I just wanted to get really high, but instead, oops.
Well, and yeah, I'm sorry if it's gonna ruin it for all these other Snapchat users that they can't use it while driving like an idiot.
I don't know who thinks that this is a good idea. Let's create a filter that rewards reckless behavior.
Right. Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
I came up with an idea. I just don't know if it's a good idea.
Okay. Well, I mean, we like to hear all the ideas. So
okay,
what do you got?
I've got a filter here.
Okay. Well, we have a lot of filters.
That rewards you with a trophy.
Okay. Well, that's good.
If you take a photo.
All right.
Stabbing yourself in the face.
Okay. Well, I can see where you would think that would be a good thing, but that would actually cause damage to people.
The trophy?
No, because it sounds like we're encouraging them to stab each other in the face.
Well, we kind of are.
Yeah. But you said they get a trophy?
They do. They get a trophy. Would it be better if we gave them 2 trophies?
I think
a trophy for the idea, and then one if they survive.
Ooh, people will be really going for the survivor trophy, so they
won't stab too hard.
Yeah, they won't be reckless. It'll be like a paper cut instead of just. Okay, yeah, no, that's good.
Okay, I'm going to put that in there. We have also a kind of like a sister app to that, a filter.
Okay.
This one's if they shoot themselves in the face.
Oh. Like with a gun?
Yeah, it's with a gun.
Like a real gun or like a squirt gun?
No, this has got to be a real gun.
Okay.
Because otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah. You're right.
And then another one if you shoot someone else.
Oh, kind of like sharing with your friend.
Yeah.
Like connecting. Like
Well, I just think it's but for them to get the trophy, that person has to not be signed on to Snapchat. So it's kind of like, look, either sign on to Snapchat or one of our users is going to come and shoot you in the face.
nice.
Yeah, I think that we get a lot more hits on that.
Yeah, I think it'll make a smart idea. We'll get more people to use our product. We can, we'll be valued at $17 billion.
Somewhere Mark Zuckerberg is going, shoot them in the face. Where's your Facebook? Oh, you don't have a Facebook? Because there's always that person. I'm not on Facebook.
I'm not on Facebook.
I don't watch TV.
No, that's not for me. I mean, you can do it.
It's just not my thing.
But I wouldn't do it.
Oh my God, it's going crazy.
Your computer is going.
No, it came back though.
We're in the middle of recording another podcast.
We're gonna get to it. We'll get to that. Let's go to Latvia.
Okay. We're going to Latvia. We're gonna speed on over to Latvia.
We're gonna speed on over to Latvia.
What happened in Latvia?
At 100 miles an hour, got my trophy.
Oh. Nice.
Guy was attacked by a beaver.
Oh.
Twice.
Like on separate occasions?
No. Same time. Apparently, the beavers are quite aggressive in Latvia.
Was he antagonizing the beaver?
No, he was just walking home.
And the beaver just jumps him?
Just
like,
jump
hey,
him.
give me all your money and your trees.
Give me your money in that tree. Yeah. But it was great because he got so great. He got bit. And then he got knocked down.
Okay.
Because he got bit.
Okay, does it say,
ow.
Was it like a full-grown adult beaver?
Yes.
Because they get the size of a dog, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe not like a Great Dane, but...
It was a great picture. I'm sure it's not the beaver in question, but he's pretty big.
Yeah, no, so it's about the size of a medium to large dog.
Yeah.
Well,
so he bites him. And he's like, you dude. Bites him.
Beaver's got those gnarly teeth that can cut through trees.
Dude, they cut through trees.
So if you get
gonna
bit
do to your leg,
that's gonna mess you up. You can probably go through bone.
So he got knocked down, and he's like down. He's like, oh my God, beaver! And so the beaver was like, oh yeah, and he got him again. He's like, now I got you.
That's unfortunate for him.
It is, dude.
So what did he do? Was he able to escape, or did he call for help?
He called for help.
Okay.
And help was not forthcoming.
Who did he call?
He called police.
He called the police, and they didn't come.
He called his friend, and then he called the police. And nobody came to help him because they thought it was a joke.
So he called, like, when you call the police to say, I'm getting attacked by a beaver, they tend not to believe you.
They're just like, yeah, no. 911, what's your emergency?
Help! I'm getting attacked!
Oh my God, sir, what is attacking you?
It's a beaver!
Wait,
a beaver is attacking me.
Hang on a second. Just hold please. Johnson. This guy says a beaver is attacking him.
Like a beaver?
Like, I don't know, but he just said a beaver is attacking him. Do you think he's kidding?
I mean, it's a little after April Fool's Day, but...
Let me click back. Sir.
Yeah, help!
Are you kidding?
No, he's attacking me. You gotta believe me. He bit me. It hurts so bad. He won't let me leave.
What's the beaver's name?
He doesn't have a name. He's ferocious, and he's got his little...
Is this a bet? Am I on the radio?
No, I promise
you. 911. This is for emergencies only.
You need to send animal control.
I need to send
an ambulance.
With what? Some balsa wood? If you want an appetite? Please hold on a second. Yeah, Johnson, I don't know. This guy's really committing to the bit.
Good.
I don't know if I should take him seriously or not.
Well, I mean, if no one's busy, we could probably send someone out there.
Let me see if everyone's busy. Hold on a second. 244. We got a beaver dispute.
Come again?
Beaver dispute. Guy's being attacked by a beaver.
You know what? Send Johnson. I bet he wants to go on the field.
Johnson doesn't want to go out there. He's busy.
Well, you know what?
I bet you it's Stan. Let me click back. Let me see if it's Stan fucking around. Hold on. Please hold. Stan, is that you?
No, my name is James. Just please help me.
Okay, James. What's the beaver doing now?
He's staring at me and he's hissing at me.
Oh my God, he's hissing. Do beavers hiss?
It sounds like he's hissing.
Hey, hold on, please, a second. You crazy.
Please help.
Yeah, did anyone notice beavers hiss?
No, I mean, I know they chew on trees, but I haven't heard a hiss.
All right, well, are you at lunch, Stevens?
Yeah, I'm still at lunch.
All right. Did you order yet?
We just sat down.
You just sat down? Okay, well, here's what you're going to need to do. You're going to eat your lunch, because I'll be damned if this jokester is going to ruin your lunch.
Right, yeah, no.
We work hard around here.
It took us like 10 minutes to get a table.
Oh, that's crazy. So when you're done, let's go see if this joker still has a beaver issue.
Oh, well,
and we'll see what's going on.
After this, I was going to pencil in a nap.
Okay, you take your nap. Take your nap, because you work hard, Steven.
Yeah, I'll probably get back to you around, it's like 1 o'clock now. I'll get back to you about 5:30.
I'm going to tell about 5:30. I'll click out. Sir, we have a unit that is going to be on your way. Are you crying?
Just please. It won't.
Hey, well, he's going to get out there about 5:30. Are you going to be around there about 5:30?
If I can't leave, he won't leave me alone.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
Did you tell him I said hi?
He looks. No. Why?
What? Click. And that was all in Latvian.
Yeah. And his name was Sergey.
And his name was Sergey Stevens and Igor Johnson.
That's great. And it says in here that his friend was actually coming to help him. His friend got pulled over on the way there.
Oh, I would love to hear that. Sir, I gotta go. I'm sorry I was speeding. Sir, are you?
Listen, I will tell you when to talk.
I'm sorry. Here's my license. Here's my registration. Listen, my friend was attacked by a beaver.
Oh, I'm sure. And I bet your wife's delivering a baby.
She, in fact, is in the back of the car right now delivering a baby. You can see that she's crowning.
So that's a duffel bag.
That is, how dare you, sir? She is pregnant. She's gonna lose the weight when the baby comes. How dare you, Ethel? He didn't mean it. But right now, we have to stop by Steve's house because Steve is being attacked by a beaver, and from there, we are gonna go to the hospital. Can you give us a police escort?
You know, sir, I'm going to need you to step out of the car. You say, have you been drinking?
I have been. That is besides the point.
Sir, I'm going to need you to step out of the car.
Doesn't make the story any more true. My wife is just as pregnant.
Sir, if you don't get out of the car,
my friend is just as attacked by a beaver.
If you don't get out of the car, I'm going to have to pull you out of the car.
You know what? I'm going to make you pull me out of this car because this is ridiculous. Yeah, get on your walkie-talkie. Maybe they've heard about it.
Oh, dispatch.
Yeah, I was just sorry.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could send backup. I got a man claiming to be en route to helping a beaver attack.
Oh, this jokester? All right, yeah, we heard about it. You know what? You might as well go ahead and arrest that guy because once Stevens gets up from his nap, he's gonna go find this other joker, and they're gonna share a cell.
All right, copy that.
So I'm not even kidding. After the guy told the cop that he was on the way to help his friend with the beaver attack, he was subjected to a breathalyzer test. And then after they determined that he wasn't drunk, the cop's like, "All right, fuck it, let's go.
Let's go see this beaver.
Let's go see your beaver." And then when they got there,
Ethel, not you. Close them up. We'll get to you in a minute.
Oh, that beaver's throwing up. A bigger beaver. So, when they got there, the police found Sergey still, cornered by the beaver. And the beaver was, ready to attack everyone. He was ready to attack
I kick you out of your asses.
It's like, no, you come in my house, and I'm supposed to be respectful? You cut down my trees.
You cut down my... That is mine, not up in here. He's got a switchblade. Is he wearing a red handkerchief? Is he a blood?
Oh, wow. I didn't think they extended this far into the woods.
Didn't think... It's moving from the cities, you guys. It
goes from
the
LA
cities.
to the woods of Latvia. They're sister schools. Yeah, the police actually had to call animal welfare experts to come grab the beaver.
To make sure that they don't come, dude, unless the thing's dead, though.
Well,
have you ever heard my possum story?
No, I have not.
I have, some people say it's an irrational fear of possums. I believe it to be a completely rational fear of possums.
They're pretty creepy. Like, when you just all of a sudden see one at night and it's like 10 feet from you.
It's like Kate Moss in your house, but feral Kate Moss. Like, you know, so I'm sitting on the couch watching TV with my ex-girlfriend, and
she was a possum?
No.
Is that why you
never date a possum?
Oh, wow, racist.
Oh, yeah, I know. No. So I see something coming up the stairs. This is the old house. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And I look at it. I'm like, is that a fucking possum?
In your house?
In the house.
Oh, my God.
And it starts going up the stairs. So I call my dad. I grab my phone, call my dad, and I'm like, there's a possum in the foyer. I'm like, he's like, the duck flies at midnight. I'm like, no, this isn't a bit. You know, because I'm like,
it's like calling the cops, like, hey, the beaver's attacking me. No,
there's a possum in the floor. I'm like, he's headed upstairs. My dad opens the door. He makes a left into the bathroom that we were fixing, like we were doing like the walls in the bathroom.
Okay.
So there was like still an area where he could crawl into the wall and go out the other side of the other bathroom. So he found that out. He found that out. Went out and decided, and he went into my dad's office and ended up getting cornered in the closet. So I call animal control because my dad's got him cornered, and this thing is like, it looks like it was, I think it somehow like wandered in, like maybe when we used to bring groceries and stuff into the garage.
Yeah.
Wandered in, there's nothing for it to eat. Finally, it's just like, fuck it, I'm going to get food.
Right.
It looked like very weak or whatever, but it was hissing, and I hate it.
And they look like a rat face was put on a giant body.
Right.
Like when
and it's like the ghost of it.
Like in Tom and Jerry, when Jerry's like on the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde potion.
Yeah.
When he like hulks up and gets scary looking.
Yeah.
That's essentially a possum.
That's like a possum. So I call animal control, and they said, is the possum injured? And I said, no. They're like, we cannot come unless the possum is injured. And so I said, Dad, break the possum's leg so they have to come get it. They hung up on me. They hung up on me. I'm like, our tax dollars at work. So we finally got it so that it was like under a laundry basket, and we put some poster board, like slid it underneath it, and then we took it. I'm like, Sabrina, we're going to put this in your car. She's like, no, you're not. And I go outside, and we go, and we finally just take it, and we're like, you know, and then run away.
Right.
And this thing wanted to come back to the house. Like, this is like, no, I live here now. And we're like, no, shoo.
This is my house.
So after that, I swear to God, I had nightmares of waking up, and there's like a possum at the foot of my bed, like staring at me.
It already just kind of showed up in your house.
I know. I was just like
it had a key.
Right, and I get woken. So yeah, so you got to watch out for that stuff, man. Animals are a lot more organized than you think.
And it's creepy when they're just like, you see them in their natural habitat doing whatever.
Right.
But when they're
in your habitat.
Yeah, when they're like, what the fuck are you doing?
But yeah, no, anytime I see a possum, I'm just like, I just can't even deal with it.
Yeah, them and raccoons. Like, raccoons aren't as bad, but I remember I was at a 4th of July party at a friend's house, at their parents' house, and they have the patio outside, and the top of it is, what's that style where it's like just it's like a 2x4 on its end, and then a big space, and then another one. So it's not like, so it's like artistic looking, but it's not a solid roof.
Right. But, I know what you're talking about.
So it's like that. They have the gaps.
Awning.
Yeah, they have the gaps in there, and it's a bunch of, they have a bunch of trees and wildlife just growing on it, or plant life rather, growing on it. So it's incorporated into it. And it looks nice. And we're just sitting in there, and I look up in it because I heard a little rustling, and there's a raccoon like 6 feet from my head. And I swear this thing probably weighed like 40 pounds. It was a monster. I got so freaked out because it's this tiny little trash monster that's hovering over my head. staring at me.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
No, it's not. I remember we had an issue with. I think there was something like, I don't think it was a raccoon or whatever. Down by the garbage can. So we're like, Earl, go get it. Go kick over because I think it went into the garbage can. We're like, just go kick over the garbage.
So you send your friend to go attack.
Yeah,
the
like, Earl,
garbage
just
can.
kick it over. So he kicks it over and then runs.
Well, yeah.
And like, ah! Turns out it wasn't even in there. But we're all like, go! You know, big grown man.
And you're like, God, Earl, go pick up the garbage. What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Why are you kicking stuff over, jerk? Yeah. Oh, man. Well, we got ourselves a Close Encounters of the Stupid Kind, and the winner of that today is my laptop. It decided halfway through recording of, not even halfway through, of recording of Aerocast that it was going to update to Windows 10.
Yeah, just mid recording. We were talking mid sentence, and all of a sudden it just goes, you know what?
Nope, not going to happen. So this entire time that we've been talking on here, we plugged into the my desktop as.
Yeah, so the audio's going to sound a little bit different.
A little different than normal, and that's why. But it decided. So luckily it came back, and we do have the 12 minutes and 19 seconds of.
Oh, we do.
We do, hopefully.
I didn't know that. So.
Since then, I saved it. I hit save. Since then, it shut down twice, and then come back every time.
This is so promising.
So hopefully I've saved it, and it's good. And then all I care about is not having to go back and talk about those early moments of Arrow.
Well, I have
an
update. So I have
West Virginia update.
The West Virginia update. I have received, once again, a new notice for a toll violation. Yeah, so now I'm up to 3 different notices for a total of 10 violated tolls.
Right.
I bring this up again because apparently it's no surprise that I'm getting these at this point. But I've been told in the past couple of days by multiple people at this point that local ABC affiliate is doing an investigative report on this very topic.
Yep.
In the promo bumper for it, someone's actually talking to this woman, and she's like, I've never been to the state. And yet here I am with notifications from West Virginia, and I'm like, it's an epidemic! It's not just me! I feel almost vindicated because it's not just me having an issue. This is apparently a widespread enough issue that it's not just going to be one of those things where I call in and, like, this would be my beaver attack. I'm calling in saying, oh, this is happening, and they're like, no, it's not happening. But multiple people have it. A news team investigated. They're doing a story on it. It's actually recording right now. When I get home, I'm going to watch it and find out where I could sign up for the
class action lawsuit.
Well, at this point, I just want them to leave me the fuck alone.
No, I know. Stop calling me West Virginia. We're over.
I've gotten 3 first toll notifications and 1 final toll notification. So I could, in theory, be on the hook for misdemeanors for 10 violated tolls.
Yep. Stop doing that,
man. I swear, I want to take a road trip just to this building.
I know. I want to do it.
Authority.
We'll podcast the whole way.
That'd be the worst podcast. Like, we're just driving. So it'd be, like, super excited for the first half hour, and then, like, it just kind of die off. And by like, hour 6, just someone snoring. Another person driving, like, I wish I could play my music, but he's sleeping. You know? But, I mean,
and we get there. Who's Bobby?
Who's Bobby with an I? And who's Christy, who spells her name K, like the letter K? I'm afraid to call back and talk to yet a third person who has no idea what they're doing.
Derek with a Q.
Don't you mean Queric? No, it's Derek.
It's Derek. All right, Queric.
It's unique.
Let's just starting with West Virginia, let's just blow up the world.
I would love to.
Do it.
But
what?
There's something happening.
What's happening?
Something magical is happening. Let me take you back to a time.
A time?
A time
when... time.
when Ecto Cooler ruled the world.
And we weren't afraid of no ghosts.
Still afraid of
Awesome.
possums.
Terrified. Ghosts? No.
But
Ecto Cooler? Refreshing.
whether you are excited or upset or whatever, however you feel about the new Ghostbusters movie coming out, Coca-Cola is bringing back Ecto Cooler.
Yeah.
Like, this is not some kind of knockoff that someone made in their kitchen.
And
with
it's
a bunch
not
of
like
chemicals.
leftover, because some people sell that.
Oh, no, we'll get to that. I found a couple things that are interesting. But on May 30th, they're going to be releasing it in 10 packs of 6-ounce juice boxes and in 6 and 12 packs of 11.5-ounce aluminum cans.
Yes.
Now you think, why would I want to have it in an aluminum can? But the cans...
Carbonated?
No, the cans are printed with a thermal ink, kind of like how the Coors Light cans are done. So when it's cold, the mountains turn blue. And this is...
When it's cold, Slimer turns green.
The ink turns a shade of slime green when the product is cold.
Awesome.
So...
Buying it. It probably
yeah.
tastes like shit. Like,
I don't know.
I have a much more discernible palate now than I did when I was 5.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it as a child, and I would go back to it now. Like, when Surge came back, I didn't buy it online because it was ridiculously expensive.
Right.
But the first time I saw it in person was on a beer road trip that I took with Joe. I saw it in a gas station, I think, South Carolina Tennessee, I think.
West Virginia? Oh my God! No, go ahead.
I would never. I would never go to West Virginia. So anyway, we're in Tennessee, and we found Surge, and they were selling it for 99 cents a can, and so 60-ounce cans. I bought all of them, and then I drank a bunch of them, and I was pretty intolerable. But they brought it back, and it was one of those things that was from a childhood. And
I gotta
loved.
try it.
Yeah, there are a couple things.
Like crystal clear Pepsi, I think I'd be like, no.
I would try it again.
Ugh.
Because I remember it was weird, but it was a good weird.
We used to mix it with my parents' peppermint schnapps because it was the same color, and then we could get away with drinking alcohol. Talk about no discernible palate. It was terrible. But we were drinking.
Yeah, so the High C Ecto Cooler, it became a huge hit in '87, but they discontinued it in 2001. I mean, there's a lot of
87, so I was 8.
I was 3.
Yeah.
So they there's been a lot of articles and nostalgia of like fan groups and people doing like memorabilia, and everything about it. People love this stuff, and it's personally. I think it's going to be the best thing that comes out of this movie coming out.
Right.
I had no interest in really seeing the movie, but once they announced this, I was like, you know what? I might go see the movie just because they're doing this.
You really had no interest in seeing that movie?
No, I didn't like the trailer.
Oh, I'm going to watch it.
Well, okay. When I say I don't want to go see the movie, I mean I do not want to pay to see it in theaters.
Oh, well, that's fine.
That's not me saying. That's not me saying
totally
I don't want to see it at all.
I'll see it in theaters.
If there's a movie that is, there's some movies that like you have to see it in the theaters.
Right.
Like Avatar. It's like go see that in 3D.
Never seen it.
Well, it was one of those movies that when it came out, people were like, "Yeah, absolutely, the 3D is worth it. It's amazing. Go see it." And it was an experience.
Yeah.
The thing with comedies is you don't really need to go see comedies in a theater to get the full experience for it. I mean, just like straight up like
visually though. I think it's right up there visually. Like it's going to be pretty cool to watch.
Oh yeah, no, they are definitely putting a lot of visual stuff in it that makes it worth it to kind of see it on the big screen in that aspect. But it's just if I see a bad trailer, I'm like, I'll wait. I'll catch it on HBO. I'll catch it on Netflix. Something like that. I'm not gonna spend or Redbox it. Something where I can, I spent a couple bucks. So if I don't like it, then it's a couple bucks, whatever.
Yeah.
But
I will be buying Ecto Cooler.
Oh my God, I'm going to buy juice boxes and the cans.
Or definitely the cans.
Yeah, but So to give you an idea of how popular this stuff is, or was, rather, there was in, what was it, 2014 or 2015? There was a 46-inch... Okay, so it was in 2014. There was a 46-ounce can of high-C ecto-cooler that was put up on eBay. What would you pay for a 46-ounce can of ecto-cooler? What reasonably would you spend? Like, if this is the last can on Earth that you'll ever find, what would you spend on it?
Oh, I don't know. But I really like it, right?
You really like it.
I would say last can ever, and I really liked it, and I want $100.
$100. Okay, you would not even meet the minimum price that he put on it.
What was it?
$2,433.
That's random.
But that was the
I would not be purchasing said item.
No, it's a ridiculous amount. But I mean, you have essentially what is the last authentic can. Someone could be willing to spend that money. That's the thing. If someone's willing to spend the money on it, then the price isn't ridiculous.
No, true.
As the seller. As the buyer,
True.
yeah, that's stupid. Well, I mean, that's pretty much how the economy works. It's supply and demand. But I mean, let's see. There's the juice box. A one unopened juice box. So it was 8.45 ounces.
Sure.
What do you think someone would have paid for one juice box of the original high-C ecto cooler?
$500.
You are ridiculously close. It closed out at $515.
Wow, super close.
Yeah, so I mean they're bringing it back, and someone who spent $500 on one juice box is going to feel kind of silly now.
Yeah.
If they didn't feel fucking silly before,
Well, honestly, I think that those people have like go fuck yourself money, so I don't think they would worry about it.
I mean,
Either that or they have zero priorities.
I don't know if you can qualify it as someone having go fuck yourself money, because there are people that recklessly spend every dime they have on stupid things.
Right.
There are some people that spend every single dollar they ever get on an endless amount of cosmetic surgeries.
True.
They are not wealthy by any means.
No, they just have a sickness.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to think that these people aren't sick. I just like to think that they're collectors, because then I won't feel bad for them.
Well, I mean, if they drink it, they're probably going to get sick.
Well, yeah, that's going to happen.
Ooh.
Ugh.
I don't know. I'm excited to
I know, I'm
have it
excited
again.
to try it.
They do, what's another one that's coming back?
Make a cocktail.
Clearly Canadian. You remember that? Like
Yeah.
the flavored water? Yeah, there was talk of that coming back. They have a website. I don't know how far it is. It's been a while since I looked into it.
When's Fruitopia coming back? That's what I want to know.
You just now I'm not 100% sure on this, but the last time I went there, I could still get the strawberry passion fruit Fruitopia at McDonald's right now.
What?
Yeah, they have it.
$500.
No, I don't know what it is, but I remember I've gotten it twice, like that I can remember. Because the first time I got a large one, and that was when they had the cups where it was a super tiny bottom to fit in the cup holder,
Right.
and then it was this giant teeter-totter up top because it was fucking massive. And I was driving along, and my friend was in the passenger seat, and I turned left, and the cup just went over and just spilled all over him, and the seat was
You were
covered.
driving,
Yeah, I was driving.
so you turned
and I
right.
No. I turned left, and it flew off onto him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he was pissed that his clothes were stained bright red. I was like, "Oh, my seat, my drink is gone."
Fruitopia, you know how long it took me to find that?
Oh, no, I was super stoked about it, too, because I remember it. I was so pumped about it. I got it, I put the straw in it, it was just sitting on my cup holder. I didn't even drink it yet.
Oh, no.
And I spilled 2/3 of it all over him
but
and
you
my
got
seat.
that last third.
Oh, and it was so good.
All right, that's going to do it for this week. That's Stupid Talking Stupid. Oh, man, where can they find us online?
You can find us individually on Twitter at PatrickNewson42
That's me.
or at Hungry as a Bear. That's me. You can follow the entire DVM production empire at DVMP Empire. You can follow this podcast at Stupid's Tweeting. You can also look for us on Facebook at Stupid's Talking Stupid.
Yeah, and, let us know what you think. We got to say happy birthday to Deb, David Vox Mullen's wife. She had a birthday last week.
Happy birthday.
A couple days ago, I think.
Oh.
It was last week, I think. But anyway, she is our number one fan, so we wanted to say happy birthday to
Happy
Deb.
birthday.
That being said, you can see and listen to all of our podcasts on dvmpe.com. That's going to do it for this week. We will see you next week. I'm Patrick.
I'm Bear.
And we'll talk to you later.
Yeah.